everyone, how are we today? I'm just doing an all signs reading. Still sticking with the Halloween theme in a bit of can't even say that word, in a more general way today. The way that we are focusing on Halloween today, we are using this new deck that I have done up, which is a Halloween oracle deck. So it's fun to sort of make your own oracle decks sometimes, and I have sort of worked out what each card is sort of implying, but we are doing a bit of a looking at the connection between you and your person. I will be drawing for you and them as well as meeting in the middle, what's going on. So we're going to do sort of your energy and their energy individually with the Halloween oracle, and then we will sort of be looking at the joint connection, the joint energy of this connection, and more so the future energy of this connection, with the Art Nouveau lenormand as well. Okay, so sorry I look like ish today, everybody. It's come over so windy and rainy the last few days here in Australia, which out of whack for it was bright sunny days and then all of a sudden rain. So I do have sort of hair treatment going on and all this sort of stuff. So I do, my hair's a bit all over the shop today, so I'm sorry. But, always at, one of those days, I think, coming up to Halloween, I think it's okay to look a little bit scary here and there. But like I said, we will be doing a sort of a you versus them type reading. Okay, but we will sort of start today with Aries. You will see me taking timestamps as always, but yes, we're going to start with Aries. Aries, how are we? Okay, Aries, what's going on with this connection? Aries versus their person. Firstly, we're going to draw your energy, Aries. Aries energy. Okay, and your person's energy. Okay, so some interesting cards have come out straight away there, Aries. I had a lot of fun doing this deck. I have sort of used Halloween costume ideas or Halloween sort of theme ideas to come up with some different sort of symbols for the oracle decks. Not that I've actually drawn anything on the cards as of yet. Your energy, we've got you coming up as the skeleton. Okay, so skull and crossbones, skeleton. That I have sort of in the back of my mind, I have linked that card with the coffin card from the lenormand. So we are sort of looking at the ending, the death of stuff, the like the bones of the situation. So your energy, you seem to be very focused on this connection being over. With that skeleton energy, it does feel as though your energy toward this connection is that it is dead and gone and over and done with. That it's there's nothing left but bones. It's sort of been picked away. All the flesh has been picked away from this connection, and we are just left with the skeleton of the connection. So there is something there, though, about when it comes to this connection, when we see that skeleton and the coffin imagery, it does sort of bring about the idea of death brings new beginnings as well. So you can always use those bones as the structure, as the foundation, and you can rebuild that, put flesh back on that body, and build a brand new Frankenstein's creature from just having those bones. So it's really sort of your energy down to the bones. You're really sort of focusing probably a lot more on your inner self, rather than this connection at this time. Okay, so your person there, they have drawn the real life hero card, okay, as opposed to, I do have another card for superheroes, but this one is real life heroes. So like cops and firemen and ninjas and that sort of stuff. Okay, so those people in real life that, and it can also talk about, you know, like idols, like you know, we do see every Halloween someone's dressed up as like Marilyn Monroe and those sorts of things. So it's like those real life heroes, those people that you know, we look up to, that the authority type figures. Okay, so it can go both ways there, because, you know, I'm a bit of a rebel against authority myself. So you know, sometimes, you know, everybody has very differing opinions on, you know, for example, a policeman. So you know, a lot of people are going to, you know, react to that differently, as to how I might act to that sort of authority. But we are sort of looking at, you know, so that's very interesting in itself, is that, you know, you may actually see this person one way, but in their own life they are another way. So you know, they are coming across as embodying that real life hero type energy though. So you know, I would dare say that at some point, you know, there is somebody who idolizes this person in some aspect, someone who, you know, relies on this person, looks up to this person. So, you know, for me personally, a lot of the real life heroes are people like, you know, single parents and things like that can be, you know, those real life heroes where they have to do everything all by themselves and do it all for themselves. There's nobody sort of helping them out and all that sort of thing. So it's going to be very individual to you and what you sort of, you know, think about how you personally would react to an authority figure, such as, you know, a policeman, or, you know, those sorts of things. People that are, you know, they're trying to save the day kind of energy. That's kind of how your person's coming through, that they're trying to save the day in a very sort of real type of way. So you know, especially too with you being that skeleton, I'm finding that's a very vastly different energy. It's kind of like that energy of you maybe even looking to this person to, you know, take the control and resurrect this connection. You know, because, you know, you're feeling that you're worn away, you're empty, you're void of everything other than, you know, the foundation of who you are. So it's a very interesting energy. Okay, Aries. Aries and your person. This connection for Aries and their person, please. Oh, wow. Okay. Can I get clarity? Is that on Aries? Is that Aries or their real life hero? Hang on, that I should have drawn another cut. I should have asked that a different way. Okay, can I show me one? Is this Aries? Is this Aries? Is this their person? Is this their person? Okay. So it does look, Aries, as though this is your person's energy coming through, because I have got a lot of movement coming through in the near future between you and this person, just the connection in general. But coming from your side, it's more to, it's kind of like you don't trust this person. You don't trust. It's you may have a lot of passion and desire for this person. They may be a big temptation for you, but all the movement seems to be your person. You know, they have drawn the stork, so they're trying to stir up new energy. They're trying to get new energy happening in this connection. So you know, we do see here with the near future between you and this person, this connection, we do have the ship. Okay, so I'm kind of feeling that's like the journey is just beginning. The journey has just started. You know, you're about to start this journey with this person. It may be a brand new journey with this person. We do also have the birds there, so there's a lot of conversation coming through here. What I kind of feel I am actually kind of feeling that it's kind of both ways. Like, I am feeling more along the lines of, all the new energy is getting stirred up from your person, or they're wanting that to get stirred up. We do also have the rider there as well. So that does talk about good news on the way. So that good news on the way is in the form of, talking with this person, having conversation with this person. But I am kind of feeling that, that ship energy is feeling like yours. So you may actually also be wanting to, close some sort of a distance between you and your person, and they're sort of wanting to come in hot and heavy with, some sort of conversation, whereas you're wanting to come in hot and heavy, just hot and heavy, is kind of where I'm going. I kind of feel like that is. But like that, they're definitely wanting some new energy stirred up between you. And I feel like that's why they're wanting to have some sort of conversation with you. With the ship there, it does feel as though, there's a part of you that does feel as though this person is like part of the ship, part of your ship, part of your journey, just full stop, part of your journey. But with the skeleton and the snake in your energy there, I really feel that you have a big concern that this is over and that this person does not trust you. You may feel as though they have been deceitful towards you in the past, but you're still sort of wanting to travel towards meet. It's kind of like meeting in the middle. I kind of feel like, the ship is heading towards this conversation, and so is the rider. So it's like kind of coming from both sides and meeting in the middle with this conversation. But you seem to be very focused on the physical side of this connection, whereas they are very focused on, they want something brand new. They're wanting, to stir up some sort of new energy between the two of you. Okay, so that's what we have for you anyway, Aries. You're more than welcome to, check your other placements. Leave me a comment and let me know if the Halloween oracle sort of vibed out both these people. Is your person sort of, that cop who can probably do a lot of good, but can also do a lot of, stealthy type stuff? Maybe that's why there's a bit of a trust issue between you and this person, because they have that, they have the authority and the power to use it either way, good or bad. All right, so very interesting. It's just I keep getting drawn to this idea of this real life hero, but they may not actually be as heroic as everyone seems to think they are. They may think that they're doing things in a hero manner, but they may actually not be helping in the long run. It's very interesting. Let me know in the comments anyway. But for now, we will move on over to Taurus. How are we, Taurus? Okay, Taurus. Taurus's energy towards this connection, please. Taurus's energy towards this connection. And your person's energy towards this connection. Your person's energy towards this connection. Whoa, okay. And the joint energy towards this connection. Joint energy of this connection for Taurus. Okay, so you, Taurus, you have got the witch. Okay, so there's some sort of magic in the air when it comes to you and this connection. You feel as though it's magical. You feel as though, there's this element of you feel as though this connection has, cast a spell on you. I'm getting drawn to, like more positive witch elements at the moment, rather than, you know, the traditional green skin, water on the nose witch. I'm getting the magic and the, you know, the closeness with nature, the using nature to amplify this connection. So from your side of things, it does seem to be very magical connection that you, or you're bringing a lot of magic to this connection. I feel like for a lot of you, that's just you. You're just, it's you bringing the magic to this connection. Because your person here, they've grabbed the zombie card. Okay, so and judging from what I'm seeing in the lenormand with the joint connection, this zombie actually seems to be sort of taking over the reading here a little bit. And I do feel as though that's your person taking over the reading here a little bit, and you know, they're kind of eating your brains. They're kind of, you know, taking your magic and just consuming. So I'm getting drawn to this this idea that this zombie seems to be overwhelming when it comes to this connection. They're the overwhelming factor of this connection, in the sense that, like, I hate to say it in a confronting sort of way, but it's like all about them. You know, you just bring the magic, you bring the love, you bring the you know, the love spells, and you bring all the you know, the trying to grow this like make these potions to make this work, but they're just, you know, eating your flesh, eating your energy, taking. You're giving, and they're taking. And there's this element about this person where they're kind of, you know, dead inside and still, you know, around walking anyway. You know, there's this element where they're kind of, you know, dead to the magic that you're bringing. They're just taking. And what I'm seeing here with the lenormand, we do firstly have the Tower, all right, and that was followed by the clouds and the masculine, all right. So regardless of your person's gender, I do feel as though this masculine is your person, and they seem to be overwhelming, and that seems to be the zombie energy. They're taking over this entire sort of reading. They're you know, when it comes to the joint energy, their energy is stronger than yours. They've consumed your energy, and they've just left us with their energy. All right, because what's going on here with the clouds and the masculine, they both are you know, very, very heavy thoughts. You know, they're overthinking things. They're you know, they're dwelling in this zone of being very non-emotional, and you know, trying to think things through quite logically, possibly overthinking. That you know, this does talk about a person who does have anxiety, depression, those sorts of things. It can talk about, especially with them pulling that zombie energy. But what I'm actually seeing is that this person is actually focused on the past. Whether that be the past with you, or something else in their past that they're focused on, and they're sort of this island all unto, like, you know, they're this tower of their own, where they're just up in their tower thinking. They're not actually, you know, because you as that witch energy, you're coming from, you know, a much more open, balanced space, where you you know, when you're bringing the magic, and you're, you know, making the potions to make this work and whatnot, you seem to be coming a lot more from a more, you know, love, emotional zone, whereas this person they're stuck up in their tower in the more logical reality stuff, and you know, just stuck in their own head a little bit, stuck on the past in some way. Like I said, whether that be they're stuck on a past person, they're stuck on something that's happened to them in the past, which definitely could be the case with this energy. You know, the zombie factor does sort of focus on things that are dead and gone, and they're trying to resurrect things that are dead and gone, and not realizing that that's been transformed into other energy now. It's different, and now all they can do is just sit there and eat away at brains. It's like they really are eating away at their own brain more than anything. They're very much the overthinking, and it seems to be they're not even concerned with this connection at the moment. They're stuck in their head too much. They're not able to see this connection from a more open emotional heart space. They're just sort of stuck in their own head and their own thoughts, and that is overwhelming this connection at this time. All right, so that's what we have for you, Taurus. You're more than welcome to check your other placements, of course. But for now, we'll move over to Gemini. Gemini. Okay. Gemini. What's Gemini's energy towards this connection? Gemini's energy around this connection, please. And Gemini, your person's energy towards this connection. Your person's energy towards this connection. Okay. Okay. I like it. I actually quite like it. It's fun. All right. Joint energy between Gemini and their person. Joint energy of Gemini and their person in this connection, please. Okay, so we have you Gemini, you've drawn the clown energy. Okay, so Halloween, you do see lots of clowns around, but I don't feel as though that's like a scary clown, like, Pennywise or whatever. I do feel as though that's just that lighthearted, fun type of clown, making animal balloons and whatnot, an actual clown, having a clown clowning around, it's coming through very lighthearted and fun. So your energy towards this connection is, that it's fun and it's keeping you occupied, it's keeping you entertained, and you're really just enjoying it, and that sort of fun party kind of energy coming through here from you, Gemini. Now your person has actually drawn the sexy cat, the Playboy bunny. Okay, so something else we see quite a lot of come Halloween. I can't even remember what it is, but what's Halloween all about? Oh, it's just an excuse for women to wear as little as possible, and I think it's like Mean Girls or something, and tack a little fluffy tail on, and done. That's your person's energy. Okay, so they're in a very sexual energy, they're in a very casual, once again, lighthearted. You're both very lighthearted and taking this very casually and fun, just focusing on the fun elements of this connection. They're coming from a more physical fun type of area, whereas you're just sort of just having a lot of fun and finding good reasons to laugh and be happy and just enjoy yourself. So yours is not quite so sexual, but it's both very playful type energy, very fun, lighthearted energy. And now what we're seeing here, we do have the joint energy is that we have the anchor. All right. So you're both kind of just stuck in this zone where we're kind of, it's not that you're both just, stable, happy to stay in this zone that you find yourselves in, where you're just having fun and taking things casually, and enjoying the sex and enjoying the all those sort of fun, lighthearted aspects of this connection. We are definitely seeing you that energy is, you are stuck in that energy, that casual energy, that player energy coming from your person, especially. We do have the fox in the middle there. So the fox really is sort of just sort of letting us know with the anchor, you're sort of stuck in that fox energy, and that fox energy is definitely that player type of energy where, you know, you both seem to be just very concerned with, you know, getting your own needs met on that sort of a level, and you know, going from there. So you both being, I feel like you're both being very clever about the situation. I do feel as though there's an element of holding back, you know, something from each other, because we are just, you know, enjoying that that casualness, the physical intimacy between the two of you. So you're kind of just stuck in that at the moment. It doesn't seem to be, you know, changing or developing anytime soon. We do also have the cross, though. Okay, so the cross, it's coming through very interestingly, because it is sort of letting us know that, you know, it is dependable. Like, it is dependable. We do have this dependable kind of energy coming through, that it is happy to stay that way, and you're both sort of very happy to just keep it light, keep it casual, you know, see how it goes. But there is this element that, you know, one or both of you may sort of have some sort of faith that there is a little bit more to this connection, and that it can lead to something down the track. I do feel as though this is sort of something down the track, because, you know, with the cross, there does seem to be some sort of, it does talk about spirituality and, you know, like religious connection, but I feel as though it's more along the lines of, you're both just on the same page with what you're after and what you're looking for with this connection. You know, you're both just aligning in that sort of spiritual sense, where it's just aligning really well, that you both seem to be, you know, happy to keep it as this happy casual sort of fling. No, I do feel as though it's a bit longer than a fling energy. So for some of you, this may just be, you know, that F buddy type relationship coming through. It may or may not develop into something more serious. I'm just sort of seeing it as a very stable connection, both on the same page with where it is, and you're both happy for it to sort of stay there at this time. So that's what I have for you, Gemini. You're more than welcome to check other placements, of course. Pardon. Moving on to our Cancers. How are we, Cancer? Okay, Cancer. Cancer and your person. What is Cancer's energy towards this connection? And your person's energy towards this connection. Cancer, your person's energy towards this connection. Okay, we have you as the witch, Cancer. So just trying to work out here whether you're I might need to grab clarity, because it's showing me both. You know, because we do have different types of witches, right? We have, you know, the good witch versus the green skin, wart on the nose type of witch. So I'm not sure yet which type you are, Cancer. Clarity for Cancer as the witch, please. Space Witch, Cancer. We have the stars clarifying you up there. So you're very focused on manifestation, spell work, which you know, fulfillment. When it comes to that witch that witch energy, you seem to be very focused on the magic of the connection, the wishes, the dreams, you know, manifesting what you want out of the connection, and you know, the lightheartedness of the connection, the otherworldness of the connection, the you know, this person's got me under a spell, but I want it, I like it, you know, that kind of energy coming through there, Cancer. It is coming through as that more, you know, positive type witch energy with that stars card. It really does talk about, you know, the witch, you know, Glinda the Good Witch I'm getting from, what is it, Wizard of Oz. So it's like that wishing upon a star and then you're making it come true kind of energy within this connection, that you are, you know, working out how to bring the magic and you know, stir that potion that's going to you know, bring a lot of positivity into the connection. So I am getting that it's kind of just positive magic coming from you, Cancer. We do have your person as the pumpkin. Okay, so I'm actually getting a very specific pumpkin message. You know, we have a lot of different things that we can talk about when it comes to pumpkins, because they do sort of symbolize quite a lot of different things. And, you know, even just within pop culture and things like that, pumpkin energy is like, you know, can talk about pumpkin pie and you know, things that are sweet and whatnot. But I am actually getting the pumpkin reference of like the story of like Cinderella, all right? And it's, if you leave it too long, it turns into a pumpkin, is what I'm kind of getting with your person. Okay, so there's this element of, you know, I feel like there's still, you know, there's a lot of energy of them, you know, still being Cinderella, having that carriage and you know, but it feels like they're nearly have to leave the party. They're about to leave the party. They soon have to leave the party because they know if they don't leave it soon, it's going to turn into a pumpkin. So I am getting this sense of, you know, foreboding with your person, that they feel as though there's something, there's definitely something there where they're feeling like this connection is about to turn into a pumpkin and you know, start to rot. And so they're kind of anticipating the ending of this connection already. It still feels like they're, you know, they're still Cinderella running around in the glass slippers at the party, but they've kind of prepared for everything to, you know, for midnight to hit. They're kind of prepared for midnight to hit and everything to start turning into pumpkins. So they're getting ready to sort of race out of the party. There is this element of them feeling like this is short-lived and that it will soon be ending, which is very interesting. But especially when you seem to be very, you know, focused on this connection in a very positive manner. Okay, the joint energy of this connection for our Cancers. Right. This may help explain that, Cancer. We do have the scythe energy. Okay, so the scythe energy is going with that pumpkin energy where it's like a sudden break, sudden change. It's just coming out of nowhere. You know, we do use the scythe to harvest crops like pumpkins as well. So it's kind of like they're going to come in and with that scythe and harvest all them pumpkins and get out of Dodge kind of energy. It does feel like there is going to be a sudden break from this person. They are going to sort of suddenly change their mind, sort of I thing on this connection, and it feels as though it's going to be very unexpected for you. But the reason that this is happening is because it's coming through pretty like simplistic. But this person does, you know, we do have the tree coming through, as well as the lily. All right, so this person needs to grow up. They need to mature and grow and focus on themselves for a little while because with that lily, there's some sort of issue with their emotional stability. I feel there's like this level of intimacy that it's like they need to mature more before they can reach that emotional intimacy with you. It kind of feels like this person it's like it's going to start what I'm kind of feeling is that it's like for this person it's going to be like all of a sudden they start getting too close to you and realizing that they have to open up to you a little bit more, and that they have to be a little bit more vulnerable emotionally with you, and all of a sudden that sends them off because they that's what makes them sort of I'm kind of feeling with that they may just sort of run away a little bit because they're running away from themselves. They can't be vulnerable with themselves. They haven't grown and matured quite enough to you know, be comfortable with that closeness and that intimacy between the two of you. But with the lily though, there is this element that I am kind of just intuitively, I am kind of feeling that just because this is happening doesn't mean that that's going to be the end. Okay, because I'm kind of feeling like this person is going to go off and do that. They're going to go and grow and mature and, you know, work that out within themselves so that this can sort of, so that they can come back and this can become something more long term. It's kind of feeling like, hang on, I'm just going to grab another card here, Cancer. Okay, one more. Please clarify that for Cancer. Yeah. Okay, so for a lot of you, this may actually just be like a temporary break. We do have the Tower clarifying that. So the Tower is sort of talking about this person just needing to have some time to themselves, just needing to, you know, take some time away so that they can sort of sit up in their tower, work through that ish, and then come back to this situation. Because, you know, I feel like they feel the magic, you know, because with that pumpkin energy I was getting, as well as your energy, you know, with that there's magic. There's magic in that story of Cinderella as well, all right? So there really is this element of, you know, that they know the magic is there and they know the magic's about to happen. So that it's kind of like they're trying to do the right thing by you know, taking this break to actually, you know, grow and learn and change themselves to suit this situation a little bit more, to sort of be able to come back and be in this situation in a different way where they are already grown and matured enough to be intimate with you. So that's what we have for you, Cancer. You're more than welcome to check your other placements, of course. But for now, Leo. How are we, Leo? Okay, Leo. Leo's energy towards this connection. Leo's energy towards this... They don't want to shuffle all of a sudden, Leo. Leo's connection towards this... Leo's connection to this connection. Wow, I keep getting this card for a lot of people. Okay, and your person's energy towards this connection. Leo's person, their energy towards this connection. That I shuffled. No wonder they didn't want to shuffle, Leo, because I just got the exact same cards for Cancer and their person. So you may be close to the cusp, or you may have some strong Cancer energy as well. But we'll see how we're vibing, because these oracles can talk about a lot of different energies here. We're looking at Leo. Yeah, it's different. Okay, it is different. Especially your person. They're very, very different. Leo, for you we have the witch. Okay, so the witch talks about magic, all right? But I am getting drawn to like a little bit more of a, the traditional green skin type witch, with, the big wart on their nose and, um, the evil cackle. I'm hearing that cackle pretty badly. Okay, so I'm like seeing this green skin witch stirring her cauldron, cackling away, cackling away, cackling away. Like, I need to mix up something so that this person sees my magic, or that, so this may be a little bit confronting, Leo, because your energy is coming through as, you maybe stirring the pot, trying to, I feel like you're kind of testing this person in a way. Like, there's this energy of you like feeling like you need to steal this person away and hide them away, because if anyone else sees how awesome they are, um, they might take them off you. Because I'm getting the, yeah, it's kind of like, it may not be a negative thing, but it feels like you're doing everything you can, whether it be good or bad. You're doing, you may be going around things just a little bit, um, differently to maintain this connection, or towards this connection. You may be sort of feeling a little bit like you need to stir the pot, or you need to be a little bit more, nefarious or manipulative, or, because the Snow White story where it's the witch gives the apple, but really it's poison, and they're disguising themselves as this beautiful young maiden, and so that the apple gets taken and trusted. It's kind of like you're trying to gain someone's trust by any means necessary. Um, it does kind of feel a little bit like you're testing this person, like, to see how they react, to see if, it kind of feels like when I'm sort of seeing that energy, it's kind of feeling like you don't trust this person is as good as they seem. And so you're kind of testing them to try to work out, you're trying to set them off you're trying to see how far you can push them before they snap, sort of energy, because it's like you don't trust that they're actually genuine. So you're trying to push them and push because you're feeling that, oh, they will do this. If I push them, they will react in this way, and then they're not. And you're kind of like, well, I'll push them a bit more, trying to get a certain reaction out of this person, but they're not giving it to you. So you are pushing the boundaries more and more and more. But I feel like you're actually, your presumption of this person may be skewed, because I think they actually are as nice as they're acting. I think that's actually who they are. I don't think they're going to react in the way that you're trying to push them to react, because I feel like that's what you expect. You expect them to act negatively, or you expect them to be a bad person, because maybe that's what you've experienced in the past. So you're expecting this person to be the same as past people, but they're not that person. They're not they're not that, it's, I am getting the pumpkin energy for your person, okay? And so it's coming through as pumpkin spice, like sugar and spice and all things nice. So, you're that, like, like once again, I hate to be confronting Leo, but it does feel as though you're the wicked witch and they are pumpkin spice and all things nice. And you're trying to be the wicked witch and prod them and prod them and prod them until they are forced to not be nice, but they really are actually genuinely who they say they are. It is kind of what I'm getting with that. They're genuinely that cute little pumpkin. They're like, I'm just getting like a little baby pumpkin that you want to look after the baby pumpkin, and because they are, it's sugar and spice and all things nice that just keeps the pumpkin spice and the pumpkin pie. This person is pumpkin pie. They're, you just want to eat them all up. There's a big cutesy element coming through from this person as well. They're actually a lot of positive pumpkin. They're like, oh, look at my little pumpkin, like, it's like coming through like a little cutesy pet name. They're a little pumpkin, like, it's cute. It's cute. It's coming through really cute. But you need to be aware that you are acting a little bit wicked witch. You need to sort of embody that magic, not the wicked witch side of it. Don't be the wicked witch. Be the good witch. That brings the magic and nurtures and grow. Instead of stirring some evil potion, put some nice stuff in that potion and bring the good. Because I feel like this person is genuine, Leo. What's going on for Leo with this connection, please? Okay, so for some of you too, there may be, I'm sort of feeling that there may be some physical distance between you and this person, because we do have the garden, okay, and that's followed by the mountain. So it kind of feels like this garden is the mountain. So it's like the mountain does talk about delays or obstacles or challenges that you're facing within this connection. And so the delays or the obstacles that you're facing are this garden energy, the social stuff, the meeting in the middle, the meeting this person halfway. That seems to be the struggle. That seems to be the obstacle that you're having. Like it feels like you are having some sort of obstacle with this connection. Your person is just feeling very, very genuine and honest, and they're just sort of sweet and sugar, and you just want to eat them all up. But I really feel as though you don't trust that, and you're really struggling with trusting that they are genuinely nice. So you're having trouble meeting that in the middle and compromising and extending any invitations to this person, because just in the energy with it's kind of like you're not reaching out your hand because you're not trusting that this person is going to take it. So we are also seeing the Tower. So yeah, your past is affecting this and making this a challenge for you. There is this element of your past is still affecting you, Leo. There is some obstacles from the past that you haven't quite dealt with. It does sort of feel as though this is advice, though, that you need to sort of take some time to yourself to really think about this and really work out why are you testing this person, and why, like, the more that you keep pushing and pushing and pushing, you will just push them away. So you need to actually, I do feel as though this is sort of solitary, energy, solitude energy, where you do need to just take some time to yourself to really sort of sit up in your tower and work out exactly when am I going to let down my hair, when am I going to reach out to this person, and how am I going to, extend that olive branch to this person and meet them in the middle. So it really does feel as though you need to sweeten up a little bit, Leo. This person is very, very sweet. They may need to, put some sour into their diet, or they may need to put some salt into their diet. They seem to be very sweet and genuine. But I do feel as though, this person's energy is very honest and sweet. So you can believe them when they're telling you that I am this sort of person, I'm that sort of person. It does seem as though you can believe them. And the reason you're not, getting these reactions out of this person is because that is not how they react. So the more that you push that, the more you will be pushing this person away, and just, unable to actually meet them in the middle at all. So it does feel as though you've got a genuine person there, Leo. So, I would really take that on board. And sorry if I was a bit confronting about your energy, Leo. Okay, but that's what we have for you. You're more than welcome to check your other placements, but move over to, what have we got up to? I'll just make sure I got the timestamps right. So we've got Virgo, your energy towards this connection, Virgo. Virgo, your person's energy towards this connection. I just keep laughing at my own cards. Every time I see certain ones, I'm like, I'm hilarious. Don't worry. Okay. Who is this person, Virgo? I'm just going to grab the joint energy straight away. Virgo and your person. Joint energy of this connection for Virgo and their person, please. And clarity for that third card. Clarity for that third card, please. All right. Okay, Virgo, so your energy, we do have you as the pumpkin energy, okay? So we do see a lot of pumpkin energy, all different sorts of references to pumpkins all through Halloween. So it's a very interesting energy. It can sort of talk about quite a lot of different things. But I am sort of getting that you as the pumpkin is that you're kind of, I'm feeling that you're a carved out pumpkin, okay? It's like you're feeling all hollowed out, feeling like you're missing something. You're missing, a part of you has been carved out. Is kind of what I'm getting with your energy, with that pumpkin today, Virgo, and your person's energy. Gotta love this energy, right? Okay, Virgo, your person's energy. They got serial killer. Okay, so when I put this card down, I was thinking of, I had just finished watching the new Scream movie. It's not really that new anymore, but it's like new to what I had seen. I last saw Scream in like 2000 and something. So to me, it was new version, the one with Jenna Ortega. So I was thinking of like Ghostface as the serial killer. And I was thinking of like, Freddy and Jason and all those sorts of typical Halloween type characters that are, serial killers All right, and then a couple of years ago we had, Ted Bundy was a big one, because of the show on Netflix or whatever. So we've had some, serial killers that have sort of gained quite a lot of, imagery with Halloween. So I was sort of thinking of those sorts of things, but more along the lines of like, Freddy and Jason and, the Scream guy, the Ghostface or whatever. But I'm kind of getting that, this person, your person, they have done something a lot and gotten away with it. All right. I feel like you've allowed this person to get away with it quite a few times. It feels like they've gotten away with murder when it comes to you. You're feeling hollowed out and carved out. So you're feeling as though this person has, serial killer energy towards you. They've carved you out multiple times. They dug this one hole out, and then they came back and they dug another one out, and then they came back and they dug out, my mouth. Like, what? And they've gotten away with it multiple times. You feel there's this strong element of this person has gotten away with something. They've gotten away with your insides, I feel, for some of you. They've carved that pumpkin out and they've taken your insides with them. So I am getting this reference of, it's like for maybe one, this may be, one or two of you feeling like this person carved out my heart and took it. So I do feel that for one or two of you, it is along those lines, because what we're seeing here with this connection, we do have the mountain first and foremost. So we do see an obstacle or a challenge. The challenge or the obstacle being that we have the coffin. So there's been a death within this connection. There's been an ending within this connection. And so I feel like that's what's sort of happening here. And why you're feeling so hollowed out, Virgo, is because this has ended. This is actually, we're looking at a connection that is not actually a current connection. The challenge is that it's over. The challenge is that it's ended, and how, you're trying to work out how do I get past this? How do I get to the new beginning? Because the coffin does talk about death and rebirth, and you're kind of really like, I know that the death has happened, that's the challenge, but how do I climb over that challenge and get to the other side of that mountain? How do I get to that rebirth? How do I restart this connection? With your person being that serial killer, this connection may have ended multiple times. So they may have, a past history of, it's over, okay, we're back on. It's over, we're back on. Over, back on. So, it definitely could be one of those sorts of connections where it has sort of stopped and started, stopped and started, stopped and started. But then what we're seeing after that coffin energy, we do have the book. All right, and that was clarified with the letter. So there's this element of, the book really does talk about, where does the story go next? How do we write the next chapter of the book? And how do we jump into the unknown? You do seem to want, some sort of new beginning here, especially with that book, because it can talk about the next chapter. You're really already trying to focus on what comes next, what comes after I climb that mountain. How can I get over that mountain in order to start a brand new chapter? So for some of you, this is a brand new chapter with this serial killer. For others of you, this is, a brand new chapter just for yourself, I feel. But it is coming through in the joint energy. So if it is just for yourself, you may just be sort of trying to find a brand new chapter, and this person may be needing to do that as well. But it feels like with the letter there that there is something that still needs to be said between the two of you, regardless. This is about communication, texting, phone calls, emails, talking in person. So it does feel as though there's something that you want to get across to this person, that closure. I'm getting closure, that you need to, in order to start the new chapter and get on to the next chapter, either within this connection or within your respective lives, there does need to be some sort of communication, even if it's just for that final sort of closure, that final, especially with this person being that serial killer energy, it's kind of like you, even just a text saying, I just want to check, are we getting back together this time, or is it really over? Like, it's kind of just that clarification. I feel like it's just that clarification one way or another of like, okay, it's been a week. Are we getting back together now? That kind of thing. I'm so used to us breaking up and then getting back together and breaking up and getting back together. Is that what's happening here, or is it really over this time? It does just feel as though that letter is there for some sort of clarification, communication, between you, so that we can really focus on the next chapter, either get started on something brand new within this connection or separately from this connection. So I do feel for majority of you that, that next chapter will be, no, it's coming through, but some of you are going to go back into this serial killer vibe, and others of you are going to be starting new chapters away from this person. All right, but because you're just feeling like I feel like you're still feeling very, very hurt from this connection, and that may be why that communication is necessary. That just to sort of deal with that and get closure for the pain, if that kind of makes sense. That they've stabbed you in the back. This serial killer, they've stabbed you repeatedly, and you are so hollowed out. That I feel like a lot of you are just choosing to start a brand new chapter because you just can't, it's like you've got nothing left to give. You're all hollowed out already. There's nothing left to give when it comes to that. But that's what we have for you today, Virgo. Make sure more than welcome to check your other placements, of course. But for now, we'll move over to Libra. Okay, how are we today, Libra? Libra, your energy towards this connection. And Libra, your person's energy towards this connection. Okay, Libra, so your energy towards this connection, you've gotten the superhero. Okay, so you really are the, trying to bring all the power and the saving the damsel in distress type energy towards this connection. You really are, trying to fly high, trying to, show all your magic, show all your power, show all your, that hero kind of vibe. You're trying to be someone that this person can rely on, somebody that this person looks up to in a sort of way. You're bringing a really good vibe to this connection. Obviously, with that superhero card, you are, that superhero that is just sweet and innocent and wants the best. Wants to save themselves, wants to save everyone around them, that kind of energy. We do have your person coming through as the sexy cat or the Playboy bunny energy, okay? So they are in a very, what they bring to this connection is that, I feel like that's probably a little bit more emotional. They're probably bringing a little bit more emotion, but also that sex drive stuff too, the actual, the flirting energy and the playful, fun type, casual, more casual type energy where it's more focused on the physical stuff. All right, but we'll have a look at the joint energy. Joint energy, Libra and your person. Joint energy of this connection. Okay, what's that third card? What's that third card, please? You really are the superhero, are you not? Okay, so what we're sort of seeing here, I do have the Mountain first and foremost. So there is this sort of obstacle in this connection at this time. There's some sort of challenge or delay. I do feel as though that's because of that slight discrepancy between the two of you. You seem to be very, trying to come in strong and trying to, raise this connection up, and be the savior and be the connection, be the hero, whereas they're coming from a more playful, casual type energy. So that I feel like that discrepancy is probably the obstacle, is that you may be wanting more from this connection than they are seeming to want to offer. We do also have the anchor. All right. So it's kind of like, it does feel as though there's this level of, you're kind of stuck on that challenge. You're kind of stuck on that thing where, there is this discrepancy between what you both want from this connection. And you here, like, I do feel as though this is majority of your energy coming through in this joint energy. We do have the scythe, all right, which is clarified by the heart. So it's kind of like, you're wanting to make a sudden change from this obstacle, from this stuck sort of energy where you're stuck on this obstacle that there is, I feel like for a lot of you, it's because there's no clarity of where this is going. And you're sort of wanting to make a sudden change. You kind of wanting to have a sort of an energy of cutting away the obstacles and moving towards love with this connection. All right. So because it's coming through in the joint energy, it does feel as though there is definitely something that is going to sort of suddenly come in and change this connection a lot more to, more in line with a love connection, rather than, at the moment it does seem to be a little bit stuck on that obstacle of the fact that you both seem to be slightly on different pages with where you're coming from toward this connection. Your person does seem to be thinking that this is just a flirty, fun connection, whereas you seem to be more about the longevity and the hero aspect, that this could go somewhere, that this could be, the thing that saves you and whatnot, and vice versa. That I'm getting that song. I can't remember what song it is, but it goes. Oh, I do actually. It's a Stone Sour song. I do love my more metal stuff. So if you don't know the song, that is totally understandable. But it goes. Did I save you because you saved me too? I think it's called Song 3. But that's the kind of energy. It's kind of like, am I saving you because you're saving me? Like, you are this superhero that you're like, it's that superhero story. It's like where the they're gone, I'm just thinking like, Spider-Man, where he's always saving, what's her name, MJ or Mary Jane or whatever, and she's just fun and casual and, chill, and she doesn't realize that, Peter Parker is her hero, and it's kind of like when she finally realizes, all of a sudden they get together or whatever, and they're, this couple, it kind of feels as though your person is sort of, you've still got the mask on, you're still wearing that Spider-Man mask, so they don't know that it's you. They're kind of, they don't know that it's got this potential. They seem to be just focusing on the fun, flirty aspects of this. They, it may just be because they just don't they don't realize yet. I feel for some of you, they don't realize yet that, oh, I really want to be with Spider-Man. Whereas you kind of already realize, I feel. Same as that Spider-Man story where it's like Peter Parker, he always knows that MJ is the one for him, but it's like she doesn't know. She's like, oh, I like Spider-Man, but she doesn't realize it's the same person. So there's this element of your person sort of not knowing yet that this is something more than what they think it is. Whereas I feel like something is going to suddenly happen. suddenly change. It may be something along the lines of, with that scythe energy, sometimes that talks about some sort of break. So I do feel as though, especially with this stuck energy too, it's kind of like that absence makes the heart feel fonder kind of thing, where you have you kind of have a forced break for some reason. It may just be, one of you is traveling or something along those lines, and then being away from the other one makes them realize, oh wow, this actually, I actually do have this love for this person, and actually am heading towards the more unconditional love, romance. There's a sudden change. There's definitely some sort of sudden change, which is leading toward more, more romance and more of that, unconditional love and opening your heart up to each other energy. All right. So that's what I have for you, Libra. You're more than welcome to check your other placements, of course. But we'll move over to our Scorpios. Scorpio, what's Scorpio's energy towards this connection? Scorpio's energy towards this connection. Scorpio, your person's energy towards this connection. Your person's energy towards this connection. Okay, so I've got one of my, I did make a few very interesting cards in this oracle deck. The first one I've got is your energy, Scorpio, which is the sexy cat or the playboy bunny type. I have based some of these on sort of costume ideas for Halloween, so we do see lots of sexy cats and playboy bunnies around at Halloween. It's all, I can't even remember, I think it's Mean Girls, where they're talking about Halloween, and they're like, what do you wear, what sort of costume do you wear for Halloween? And it's like, oh, you just wear as little clothes as possible and stick on a cute little tail and ears, and done. But you seem to be very much in that flirty, fun, more casual type energy towards this connection. All right, whereas your person has some sort of very specific idea on what this connection is all about, because they have the niche costume. Okay, so when I did sort of make these cards, the niche costume is that thing that, maybe somebody's worked on this idea for the whole year, and it's very specific. It's very, like, maybe they're the only one that understands this costume idea, this costume that they're wearing. It's a very, it's one little thing. So the only people that, it might be one of them sort of costumes where it's the only people that understand what that costume is the people that have seen that particular show or whatever. It's a very niche sort of costume. It's not a more general costume. It's very unique and specific to one or two, one thing. So is what I was kind of feeling along the lines with that one. So you're very casual, playing it very flirty. You don't seem to be have any specific idea of where this is going. You seem to be just sort of spending your time enjoying the ride, enjoying the physical stuff, the flirting between you and this person, whereas they do seem to have a very specific idea of where this is heading, or where it should be going, or with that niche costume, it's like they have a very unique perspective and a very specific idea of what they want. All right, so they're very, it does feel a little bit like you may be on different pages here with this person, but we'll have a look at the joint energy of this connection. Joint energy of this connection for our Scorpios. Wow. Okay, so even though you, Scorpio, you seem to be just enjoying the ride and taking it, just fun and flirty, this person having such a specific idea, I feel, is the driving force behind this connection. And they will sort of be, taking the reins a little bit, I feel, on where this is going. Because we are seeing here, I do have the tree first and foremost. Okay, so I kind of feel, I'm just intuitively feeling that this is going to be unexpected for you, Scorpio, that this has a lot of potential. This connection has a lot of potential. A lot of potential. All right. It can grow. It can grow from here. It can like really grow and mature. You and this person can grow together. We do have the ship following up that tree, so it does talk about, journey. The journey is only just beginning with this connection. Like, even though this is that full mature tree energy, it's like you guys are kind of this. You're a seedling right now in this connection. You guys are a seedling, but this is the potential of the connection. This person could definitely be part of your family tree in the future. You guys could branch up together and grow together strong, and there's a very, very strong potential here. We do have that ship energy. So for some of you, there may be some sort of distance involved. And it's talking about, in order to grow this connection, we do need to cover that distance between us. So if there is a difference between us where, you don't know sort of where you're going, whereas this person has a very specific idea of where they're going, it's kind of, covering that distance between the two of you. For some of you, it may be a physical distance. So there may be some sort of physical, travel needed between you and this person, but definitely seeing a lot of growth and potential in this connection. We also do have the sun. All right, so that's like that's like the happiest card of the deck. So there's definitely a lot of potential with this connection for it to, fully come out into the light. Once you guys travel toward each other and meet in the middle, the sun comes out, and all of a sudden you guys are growing together, and before you know it, you're 80 and sitting there in rocking chairs, matching velour track pants. Leave me a comment and let me know. Am I the only weirdo that really loves that idea? I really want to, be sitting with someone when I'm 80 in matching velour tracksuit pants. I don't know what that is, where I got that idea, but I think it's just because, you see those really, the little old couples, and they're still holding hands and being all cutesy and romantic, and they're wearing their matching tracksuits. Oh, I don't know why I adore that idea. It's maybe I'm that niche costume, right? Who knows? But that is a very niche sort of thing for me to idealize about love, right? That I just want someone I can grow old with and wear matching tracksuits with. That would be my happiness, honestly. Am I the only one? Like, does that sound awesome to you or not? Am I like just a total weirdo? Like, leave me a comment and let me know. So weird. Anyway, but yeah, a lot of happiness, a lot of potential with this connection. I feel like I've said a lot of potential 50 times to you already. But, it does also show this element of things coming to light about this, things coming to light about the potential of this connection, that, you will be willing to travel toward each other and meet in the middle, start this journey together and grow together. So definitely, that you may be biting off more than you can chew at the moment, Scorpio. There's a lot there, and it feels as though you are, being in that sexy cat Playboy bunny card yourself, you may not be prepared for where this is going, whereas I feel like your person is a lot more prepared. They already have a very particular idea. I'm kind of getting, that they seem to be the sort of person that, they've already planned the wedding. They already know where you're getting married, where, what they're going to be wearing, what color theme the wedding's going to be, who's on the invite list. That, it feels like they've, pre-planned this, and, well, not the whole thing, but like it feels like they have a very specific idea of where this is going. And, you know, it does feel it's like kind of like with that ship energy, it's kind of like now they just got to get you on board, Scorpio. So it's kind of their ship is ready to sail into this to this world that they've got in their head of where this is going, and they just need you to get on board and you know, start that journey with them. So that's what I've got for you, Scorpio. So let me know in the comments if that resonated for you, but you're more than welcome to check your other placements as well. All right. We'll move over to Saggy. Okay, Sagittarius. Sagittarius's energy towards this connection. Saggy's energy towards this connection, please. I'm like, Sagittarius, your energy towards this connection. Okay. Sagittarius's person, their energy towards this connection. Okay, firstly I have for you, bats and rats. Okay, so there's some darker elements about you here with the bats and rats card. You know, I'm getting drawn to the idea of, you know, with the rat type in energy in the lenormand, it does talk about things that eat away at you a little bit, and I am getting drawn to that idea here, even with the bats as well. But it's kind of like taking flight. You know, dark. I'm getting a lot of darker. That there's something about you, Sagittarius, when it comes to the way that you're looking at this connection. It's kind of like, and like I'm getting echolocation. You're trying to sound this person out, and you're. Oh, do you know what this is, Sagittarius? This is like you. It's eating away at you. That the darker. I kind of feel like you are kind of presuming that things are going to go wrong. You're presuming that it's going to end tragically. It's going to be, you know, you're going to get bitten. You're going to get, you know, you're seeing the darker. You're not seeing the light, happy, positive aspects of this connection, Sagittarius. You seem to be dwelling in the darkness a little bit when it comes to this connection. You're focusing on the potential negatives. I feel like this is a future kind of energy where you're already presuming the worst of this connection. Yeah, it's kind of like you're already anticipating the ending, even though it's only just begun. I'm kind of getting that energy. With your person here, we do have the sexy cat, the Playboy bunny card. Okay, so they're in their element over there, being sexy with their you know, cat ears on. But they're in a very fun, light-hearted. They're looking at this connection in a very sort of more so a casual, light-hearted way. You know, focusing on the fun element, focusing on just, you know, physical intimacy, those sorts of things. It is a little bit of a player energy, so maybe that's why you're already, you know, presuming the worst. You're kind of feeling as though there's no potential here, is what I'm kind of getting from that energy. But we'll have a look at the joint energy, Sagittarius. Sagittarius, joint energy between Saggy and their person. Okay, so stop presuming the worst, Sagittarius. Start thinking about the potential positives that could come from this connection. We do see the stork Okay, so the stalk is like all about idea generation, stirring up new ideas of how to approach this connection. You know, I feel like this is specifically talking to you, really, really starting to gestate within you some more positive energy when it comes to how you're looking at this connection, because you know it's really it stirs you up, it stirs you into action, rather than focusing on and presuming the worst from the future of this connection. Focus on, you know, finding new ideas of how it can actually work in a positive way. The stalk is a very positive energy, and it does stir up brand new energy for you. So, you know, it's kind of like those brand new beginnings as well, because the stalk is a pregnancy card. So it does talk about, you know, the gestation period while, you know, while things are sort of stirring up inside you, and then, you know, soon to be birthed out into the world. So whatever you're stirring up within yourself when it comes to, you know, if you're presuming the worst, that's what you're going to birth out into the world, is the worst. So you really need to start stirring up some positive and hope within this situation to really get that brand new beginning to be birthed out for you there, because we do see that good news is on the way. We have the rider there, and he comes in quick with good news. For some of you, that may actually be news of a pregnancy between you and this person, okay? That's not for everyone, of course, that, you know, not everyone can be pregnant. But, you know, there may be news of a pregnancy coming in within this connection. But there is some sort of really quick good news coming through. You know, I feel like it's from your person bringing good news to you that I'm sort of intuitively getting that the good news is, look, I've sort of, you know, I know we've just been having fun, but I feel like there's more, and we move forwards in this connection rather than just keeping it so lighthearted. I feel like for a lot of you, that's what the good news is. We do have the cross as well, so it is sort of showing us that there is a very strong spiritual connection between you and this person. You know, there's a sense of destiny here, so that it's kind of destined. I feel like with movement cards, there is definitely potential for this connection to move towards being part of your destiny, and moving towards you know, you needing to have faith in this person, in this connection. All right, so it's pretty straightforward, Sagittarius. It's just kind of letting you know that you need to start looking at this in a more positive manner, because it has a lot more potential than what I think you're allowing it to have at this time. All right, so that's what we have for you, Saggy. You know, make sure you check your other placements if you want to. Your moon sign's usually pretty strong at the full moons, but we will move on over to our Capricorns. Capricorn's energy towards this connection. Okay, your person's energy towards this connection. I'm going to grab your lenormand as well and a drink. Sorry, Capricorn. Okay, joint energy, Capricorn and their person. Can I get clarity for that, please? Once again, Capricorn, what are you doing to me the last week or so? I'm not having a go at you, Capricorn. It's like I'm a Capricorn as well. So, can I get clarity for the second and third card, please? Can I also get clarity for Capricorn's energy towards this connection? right. Capricorn, you have gotten spiders. Okay, so got a big giant spider up here. Spiders, all right. I'm in Australia, all right. So we have a lot of spiders, and spiders aren't as scary as everyone seems to think they are. Well, I probably shouldn't say stuff like that because it's like I've only been bitten by a spider once. Does that help? We do have some pretty dangerous ones here in Australia, but fortunately, I'm alive at the moment. We think, but this is it's kind of giving me that multitasking type of energy because it's like spiders have 8 legs, they have 8 eyes. It's kind of like you've got little hands all over the place. You've got I'm just getting a lot of energy coming from this because not only am I getting references to the 8 legs, 8 eyes, I'm also getting references to like, have you ever seen, or like if you don't like spiders, you don't look it up, but have you ever seen like spiders hatching from an egg sac and then there's like hundreds of spiders just like coming out? I'm just getting like a lot. I'm just getting a lot of energy from you, Capricorn, where it's like all over the place and like you've got hands everywhere and your eyes are on everything. All right. It's kind of like you cannot keep your eyes on this connection. Your eyes are out, keeping an eye out over here, over there, everywhere. You've got hands in that pot over here. You've got hands in that pot over there. So are you even focused on this one particular connection, Capricorn? Because it does feel as though, there's multiples of you running around, and we have got that clarified by the garden. All right. So the garden is a very social card. So, are you too busy focusing on friends? Are you too busy focusing on, getting out and doing things, meeting up with people? It just feels like your attention is, in so many different places that your attention isn't really even on this connection at all. Or like maybe one of your eyes and one of your legs and, is on this connection, but all the others are, 7 other places. And with for some of you, this garden is letting us know that this spider energy is you're focusing on building new webs. You're like you may have a connection with this person, but you're trying to build new webs elsewhere. So you may be sort of looking at other connections as well, and you may be sort of talking to multiple people and that sort of thing. So it kind of explains what your person's energy a little bit as well. But, I'm just getting you not very focused on this connection at all. You're kind of focused on meeting new people, hanging out with friends, getting out and doing things, work meetings even. I can feel that some of you is work meetings and work proposals and, invitations here and invitations there. It feels like you're just too busy. You're too busy for love. That's what it kind of feels like, Capricorn. You've got too much going on already. You're not focusing on this connection, and that is coming through in the main set as obstacles. All right, we do have obstacles. That is the Capricorn card too, mind you. But it does feel as though there is some obstacles within this connection, straight up. But your person's energy, they've gotten the Clown. All right, so I'm kind of feeling like, rather than this strictly being your person's energy, I am getting a bit of a vibe that this is partly how you're looking at this person. You're looking at them like they're a bit of a clown, like you're being ridiculous. Why are you being so ridiculous? Is kind of what I'm getting there as well. Maybe that's why you're running around chasing other webs, because you're looking at this web going, that clown? Your person's energy, though, they are feeling, the clown energy, which is they just want to be lighthearted and fun and enjoy themselves and, do the stupid little magic tricks and be stupid if they want. Whereas I think I feel like you're looking at them like, why are you being so stupid? Like, and that's when I get further through the cards, that's clarifying as well. All right. Because that clarifier I got later on is the child. Okay, so there's a level of immaturity here, and you're kind of looking at this person being like, you're just a clown, you're immature. I'm a spider, I've got too much going on to be dealing with clowns. Like, yeah, I feel like a lot of you Capricorn, you're just looking at this person like, this person is ridiculous. Why am I even dealing with this person? And they're kind of just feeling like, oh no, happy go lucky, just enjoying, you know, keeping myself entertained, like there is an element though of them being very silly when it comes to this connection. Like they are being very lighthearted and whatnot, but I'm just sort of feeling there's a bit of a mismatch, Capricorn. Like it does feel like you're, in the standard structured Capricorn mindset, whereas this person is in a very free and go with the flow and not caring kind of mindset, very immature mindset, where, Capricorn is one of the more mature signs. Like, this person seems to be a much more immature person. And so it does feel as though there's a mismatch in the maturity levels between the two of you, or even just your goals in life. I feel too like I feel like you have strong goals because you've got your hands in all these different pies all over the place, and you've got your eyes on the prize, and you're, focusing on building as many webs as you can, building, networks, for yourself, for your future, and this love connection just doesn't seem to be doing it for you, to be honest. Like I said, we do have that mountain, that obstacle, or delay within this connection. Um, with hard work and perseverance, these obstacles can be overcome. But I feel like you are focusing elsewhere, and your person is acting the clown. So they're not going to put in the hard work to climb a mountain. Um, they'll joke about it instead, won't they? So I just don't see that being overcome easily. For some of you, that obstacle is specific to this snake energy. We do have the snake there. So for some of you, the reason that your person is in that clown energy is because they think that you have been deceitful, and that's what the obstacle is. They think that you've been deceitful, and so they actually think, I'm a clown for believing Capricorn. I'm such an idiot for believing Capricorn. Not saying whether that you have been deceitful. It just seems as though for some of you, that's how your person is thinking, that they have been deceived by you, and that's the obstacle in this connection. For others of you, the obstacle is the fact that this person is following their passion and their desires and the physical intimacy, and they seem to be, so wrapped up in just having fun, and you're like, you're too serious for that. It feels like you're more mature than this being just about physical contact with this person. That if you're going to have this person in your life, that you want that stable netting to fall back on. You don't want just just a fun fling type energy. And we do see that you're both very heavy in your thoughts. We do have the thoughts card here, the clouds. Okay, so you're both up in your head trying to think this through. It's kind of like you're both questioning this already anyway. You know, possibly overthinking and feel as though, you know, I feel like you both are feeling as though your judgment has been very clouded when it comes to this connection, and you know, and that's where that immaturity is coming through as well. That you know, you're both thinking that there's too much, you know, that the connection is too immature to progress to something more. You know, it does feel as though it's kind of trapped in that childlike state, that you know, that it's kind of trapped there, and it's created a lot of confusion for you both, I feel. A lot of clouded judgment. You know, your person feeling like they're kind of overthinking, am I just a clown for believing Capricorn? You know, but they're thinking about things in an immature way. You're looking at this person, this connection, as though, am I overthinking how childish this person is, or are they really that childish? Is that all they care about? Is there any substance to this person? How have I been deceived? How has my judgment been so clouded to even be with this person? Because now you're sort of realizing that they're just a childish little clown. Like, it may be a little bit confronting there, Capricorn, but that's what I'm getting from this connection. All right. So definitely potential that you're both feeling as though, you know, you've deceived yourself about this connection, and that it's not actually as connected as you thought, sort of energy, if that kind of makes sense. You are more than welcome to check your other placements, of course, but we will move on over to our Aquarians. Okay, Aquarius, how are we today? Aquarius, your energy towards this connection. Aquarius, your energy towards this connection. Okay. Aquarius, your person's energy towards this connection. Your energy, we have vamps and wolves. Okay, so there's this element of something supernatural. You're kind of in this supernatural energy towards this connection, feeling as though there's something not quite right, something different about this connection. Something, I feel like you can't even put your finger on it, all right? So it's kind of like that energy of, you know, like vampire, where you meet someone and like that's a song at the moment too, isn't it? Where it's like, how did I not, and she's singing about how did I not notice that you only come out at night? You're a vampire, you know, you're a like, I don't even know who the song is by. I've just heard it on the radio or whatever, about vampires, right? But it's kind of that energy of like, there's something there that you know it's there, but you just can't put your finger on it. You know, there's something. I don't feel like it's like not quite right, but I feel like it's, you know, there's something that you're not picking up on properly, or not. You know, there's something more there to this connection. You know, this supernatural element to this connection, where it's like, and I can't put my finger on it. You can't put your finger on it. It's like, I don't know whether it's a good thing or a bad thing. It's just something under the surface of this connection that you're still trying to work it out a little bit. All right. Your person's energy, they've gotten the sexy cat, the Playboy bunny energy. All right. So they're in a very fun, flirty, casual type energy. They're just having fun at the moment. You know, really enjoying the physical connection between you and them. Very flirty energy. You know, just that fun, sort of light-hearted energy. But we'll have a look at the joint energy here. I feel like this is going to let us know a little bit more about what's going on under the surface. Okay. Aquarius. Aquarius and your person. What's the joint energy of this connection? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. I just needed a drink. We have your card, Aquarius, coming out first. We have the stars card. Okay. So there's this element to this connection where I feel like you haven't even kind of, I feel like this is that supernatural element that neither of you have kind of realized as of yet, that there is, you know, some wish fulfillment within this connection. All right. So, and I feel like that's on both sides. Like, kind of like you have high hopes and you both have optimism that this could be something, but you don't kind of consciously realize as of yet, hang on, this person is exactly what I wish for, and vice versa. That they're sort of, I feel like it hasn't come out in the open as of yet. It kind of feels like, you know, this is coming up to realize this, that there's some wish fulfillment coming through with this connection, that's that sort of supernatural element where you know there's something there, but you can't pinpoint why. And I feel like it's because this person meets a lot of your, you know, in some way they meet your dream, you know, your ideals when it comes to a partner. They meet that for you, and you meet that for them, and you haven't even realized it yet, is kind of what I'm getting from that it hasn't really come out into the open as of yet. But you know, there's a lot of hope and optimism that, yeah, they could be someone special. They could, you know, I'm also getting that element of you both kind of being like, more so on your side, it's kind of being like, I wished for this and this and this, but like, did are they even that? Like, you're just not. I'm just getting a not knowing sort of thing. Like, you know what you are wishing for. It's kind of that vibe of like, but is that even like possible? Like, I don't know. There's just this unsurety. You know what you want and wish for within a connection. You just, for some reason, you just don't know yet that they meet that criteria, that this wish is actually being fulfilled. It's kind of like that vibe of, I wished for a relationship and I got you, and I can't see how you actually are that wish come true. But it's like be careful what you wished for. Like, sometimes what you wish for, when it comes into reality, it seems different to what you thought it was going to be. That's kind of what it is. All right, it's like it is actually, you know, what you wished for, but it's just in a different way to what you thought it was going to be, playing out in a different way to how you thought it would. All right, but there is we do have the stork coming through next, so there is some brand new energy getting stirred up within this connection. All right, the stork really does talk about, you know, that it's that period of time where, you know, before things are actually birthed out into the world. So it's like gathering more information, gathering ideas about how this person can meet your expectations before we actually, you know, move forward in realizing, you know. So it's kind of like it's swirling around in there, and you're sort of thinking, hang on, it's under the surface at the moment, and you know, we are seeing with that stork energy that it will come out, you know, into the universe. It's just a matter of letting it sit, you know, within you for a little while before you actually realize consciously, you know. We do have the fish as well. So definitely a lot of potential for abundance here, a lot of wealth, stirring up that new energy where, it will head into a very, healthy sort of aspect where it creates a lot of abundance for you both. For some of you, this actually is talking about, you and this person have a strong ability to work together in creation of ideas that actually make you money. So you and this person actually could make actual money together as well in the future. But it's kind of like some sort of ideas between the two of you. Some idea that you both come up with helps make you guys money in the future. But overall, it's just that, that wealth of feelings, of those wishes coming true. I feel as though, it's going to be a little while before you both realize that, oh, hang on, this actually does meet those wishes that I had. And you sort of just not realizing yet is what I'm feeling with that. All right. But that's what we have for you. You're more than welcome to check other placements. But for now, we will move over to our Pisces. 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 Pisces energy towards this connection, please. Okay. And Pisces, your person's energy towards this connection. Okay, so your energy looking beautiful. Oh my goodness, I think I'm writing a teenage romance book here for you, Pisces. Not gonna lie, they're probably one of my favorite. I really do love all the because you see them all the time too. It's like it's a big thing now, the genre that's kind of in between teen and adult. So it's like, young adult, but it's like the more mature version of young adult. And then it's like a lot of supernatural elements. A lot of the time it's got romantic elements. Some of those books are great. If you're into those sorts of books, I really suggest any of the. It's Sarah J. Maas. She's like my favorite. All right, and she's got some really great books. Her first set was A Court of Thorn and Roses, which was like a retelling of Beauty and the Beast type thing. It's got a lot of similar elements anyway, but it's not really a retelling, but it's got a lot of similar sort of references and elements to some of those sorts of stories. And the second one was, based upon sort of like Hades and Persephone. So they're really interesting though, but they're really good. A lot, if you like those sorts of books, I highly recommend them. All right. Bit of a tangent there for you, Pisces, but I'm just going to grab the joint energy between you and this person. Joint energy for Pisces. Yeah. All right. Joint energy for Pisces and this person, please. Why am I getting two different energies there? Okay, if that's the main energy of this connection, why did that card jump out? How is that related to this? Right, okay. I think that's just kind of like a separate message for you alone, Pisces. All right. So I'll just tell you that straight away, because it's like, it is coming through very separate. All right, because it's straightforward as well. So it is kind of just letting us know that this is actually separate to the connection, Pisces. It is just letting us know that you are having trouble at the moment. We have whip, and then the book. All right, so it's just letting you know, Pisces, that you are actually having trouble starting new chapters in your life. That you are actually, having some sort of conflict within you about, should I even start a new chapter in my life? Where should I go from here? Kind of energy. All right. So that's very separate. I don't know why that wanted to come out, but it is just letting us know that you are having some sort of conflict within yourself about starting new chapters at the moment. All right. So, but we also do find that your oracle is kind of letting you know too, I feel like your oracle is partly talking about more so how your energy should be. You seem to be struggling a little bit internally with looking at new chapters and understanding what new chapters you want to write into your life. It's kind of letting us know that this is how your energy needs to be towards any connection that you're in. We do have the angel. Okay, so it's probably, the most positive energy or one of the most positive energy cards in this particular oracle deck that I've done up. So you're trying to be quite innocent and sweet towards this connection, and I feel like for a lot of you, it's telling you to try to be sweet and innocent towards this connection, and be the be the sweet one, be the innocent one, be the don't allow yourself to be troubled by the not knowing what's coming next. Don't allow yourself to be troubled. You're the angel. You can be the angel, and maybe you're the angel on someone's shoulder. That just knowing you is this energy of, oh, there is actually, like, I should be a better person for Pisces. That Pisces is this sweet little angel. So I kind of feel like for a lot of you that your person considers you an angel of some sort. All right, and your person's energy, we have the Vamps and Wolves card. Okay, so there's something about their energy that is they feel this draw to the supernatural, that they're drawn to the idea of that there's more to this connection than meets the eye, that there's something else, that unknown factor that they can't put their finger on it, but they think you're an angel and they can't put their finger on why. It's like that vibe of when you meet a vampire. I'm like, when you meet a vampire, because I've like totally met a vampire already. Sorry, sarcasm at myself there. But like, if you were to meet a vampire, and you don't know that they're a vampire, and you're like, there's something just a bit odd, something a bit different about that person. What is it? I can't place it. I'm not sure. I don't know what it is. There's something different about that person. And then all of a sudden, like, fangs. And like they you don't know that they're a vampire or whatever. So I'm just getting that there's something that they feel as though there's something different about this connection, and they can't quite put their finger on it. But they're drawn to that. It does have that magnetism with that Vamps and Wolves card. There's that magnetism that they're kind of drawn to you. Like supernaturally. There's some sort of supernatural type element to this connection. But what I'm sort of seeing here, we do have the Clover. All right. So, and I'm just going to grab one more actually, and just ask whether this is You know, I do this particular energy I'm seeing here. I feel as though I am sort of intuitively feeling as though it's more your person's energy, but I'm just wanting to double check. Is this Pisces person? Yeah, it's them. All right, I got the heart clarifying that, so that's pretty much a yes. All right, so it is your person's energy, and what we're seeing is with the clover there. This is a pretty quick, short-term type card, but they are going to be taking some sort of a chance to move towards you, Pisces. We do have clear travel here with the ship, all right, and then we do see the letter as well. So they're moving, they're headed towards you. They're taking a chance to head towards you and communicate with you. All right, so they may be having to actually travel some sort of physical distance in order to take this chance, you know, take a risk on you, you know, but short-term good fortune. Both the ship and the clover do talk about, you know, good fortune headed your way, you know, and then we do see clear communication with that letter energy. So I am just feeling that for one or two of you with that vamps or wolves supernatural type energy, that for some of you this communication is actually supernatural communication. So it's like, you know, energy communication, like that your person actively trying to send you a message like telepathically. You know, so but that's just one or two of you. For the rest of you, this is physical distance being covered here in order to come closer to you and communicate with you. Okay, so they are going to be traveling some sort of distance to head towards you in some way. That can just be, you know, it just talks about them coming towards you with communication, and you know, with that clover energy, that is a very sort of lucky energy. So I do feel a lot of positivity coming through from that. But, you know, maybe that's why this sort of wanted to jump out for you, Pisces, to let you know that you need to sort of deal with this inner conflict about what chapter do I want to start next? Where am I going here within this connection, or you know, just even within my own life? Where am I going? Why am I at a conflict with myself over this? Why am I beating myself up about wanting to start a brand new chapter in my life? I feel as though you need to sort of sort that out so that this person can come on in and communicate with you, and then sort of work from there. All right, so that's what we have for you today, Pisces. You're more than welcome to check your other placements, of course, but that's where we will leave it, and hopefully I will see you all again very soon.